What else we got?
Those two pigs seem to be watching that entrance very intently. They probably pumped me full of lead before I got a chance to turn the doorknob.
Let's see what we got.
No. Computers are a deplorable waste of time when the hardware you're trying to use got wrecked in the Great Wave. I don't think I'm going to be able to open it that way.
How about the crowbar?
The sign says, "Emergency exit, Beechwood Oracle Bookstore. Do not block." Well, it seems that in spite of the warning, this door is indeed blocked. And now, I no longer have the slightest doubt as to the name of the establishment. Doesn't look like it's going to be complicated to open this door with the crowbar. Done. This system of staircases is used only on the oldest buildings in the city.
Hey, wait a minute! Who the hell's over there?
I don't see anything.
Look at that building! I saw something moving in that shadow on that wall!
I think you're a little paranoid tonight. I told you to relax. Come on, take a deep breath.
Shut up! I bet it was one of those cats! All this is because of those pestilent beasts that have been bothering us since we got here. I couldn't stand them!
I better not let those two psychopaths down there see me. I should be very careful.
Well, I guess I can't go up there yet. What else we got?
No. I doubt there's anything in these stories that could surprise me. Dystopia. Could be the city's last name.
Ooh.
Let's see. I'll use the rusty nails to attach these two objects together. Better not. It's one of those plastic, the damp sticky texture alone sends shivers down my spine. That means it's been used. In better times, they must have been overflowing with literature. Now they look like the aftermath of one of those book burnings in the old days that maybe aren't as distant as they seem. I don't need to look through these pages. I've already seen the horror out there. I don't have a good feeling about the deep red of the cover. I'm not going to take one. They're what's left of the cinema section. Only a couple of biographies survived the fire. Let's see. Dario Argento and John Carpenter. Burnt paper. The whole place is full of it. Hey, wait! One of these posters has a photograph of Reverend Blake on it. The Beechwood Oracle Bookstore invites you to a reading of The Annihilation of Time, where you can meet the book's author, Edward Blake. That explains why that deranged preacher had the card from this place in his pocket. Three huge lights struggle to illuminate everything they can with their precarious electrical system. They actually seem to create more shadows than light.
Oh, I know.
Use this here?
No, the front fish.
Okay. I'll use the can to avoid touching those disgusting fish with my hands.
Tasty. Now, the question is, how do I get those cats to come out and play?
In the old world, this building would have already been condemned and demolished as a ruin. But in the new world, it's got to be one of the best preserved I've seen in the city.
Shut up, you filthy beasts! Goddamn mangy animals! Get out of there! I'm going to gouge out your eyes one by one! Skedaddle!
But what is your problem with cats?
Those cats are to blame for everything! They're what brought the disease to the city! They're what brought the virus that infects the dissolved!
Here we go again. I've told you 1,000 times. That's nonsense.
Of course it's not nonsense! I heard it from the friend of a friend who works in a research center!
Those poor creatures aren't to blame for anything.
Shut your face, you worm! You see that? It's comical! Rats defending cats! The world's been turned upside down!
Yes, it is comical. Cats being chased by pigs. In any case, those poor creatures can rest easy. That guy's arteries would burst before he'd be able to catch one of them. And the tangle of cables and shoddy connections up there speaks eloquently of the quality and condition of the installation. How could I use this can and its revolting contents here? He might regard this gift as an insult. I'd better keep it.
There you are, you mangy beasts! So you dared to come out, did you? Now I've got you! Ow! Goddamn revolting cats! Sooner or later I'll get each and every last one of you! I promise you!
Don't get mad. Your technique's improving. You almost got one this time.
Shut up!
Alright, now that he's moved, I wonder if I can get upstairs now.
Hey, wait!
Nope.
I don't
Look at that bill!
think you're a little... Come on.
Shut up! All this, I can't...
I better not let those two...
Yeah. We've got to knock out the lights.
Now I get it. This is the system that controls the amount of current that reaches each of the streetlights.
What the shit? Why does nothing work right in this filthy city?
Looks like a voltage surge. Suppose you think the cats are to blame.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you! I'm not letting those flea-bitten beasts out of my sight! No chance, mate!
Alright, there we go. Now they won't be able to see my shadow. I hope.
Hey, wait a minute. I've seen this place before. I've been here. I recognize this rooftop. Those trees, the park, the statue. Tomorrow comes today. Of course, the photo from the poster. It was shot from someplace in this very building. But what's the meaning of all this? And could it be that the voice wasn't actually trying to lead me to that burned out bookstore down there, but rather to this building, to this place? A ton of useless objects are piling up in this corner. Nothing interesting. I guess that's the reason the neighbors left them here. The blades of this contraption must have stopped turning months ago, and I don't think doing without it is the owner's biggest problem right now. An ordinary wooden door, one that's a whole lot less ostentatious than the neighbors. Wait a minute, there's a metal plaque on the wall next to the door. Michael Argent, photographer. I can't believe it. This is the apartment of a man named Michael, an apartment located above the Beechwood Oracle bookstore, and in the building where the photograph on the poster was taken. Can all this really be a coincidence? I can hardly believe it. But is it possible that the voice in my head has been guiding me to my own front door? Of course, it's locked, and I think it's better if I don't try to pick the lock. I could be mistaken for a burglar, and the last thing I need right now is for someone to call the guards patrolling this area. The front door of this apartment has been reinforced with various locks and bolts. Despite the surveillance by the soldiers, the people who live in this building must be terrified of burglary and looting. I have the creepy sensation that someone's spying on me from the apartment next door. It might be nothing more than paranoia, but just in case, I'm not going to force this door open. I think I hear noise from the other side of that peephole, but I'm not sure. Damn it. Being in this place is starting to make me feel a little bit paranoid. I don't think I'd gain anything by using. Hanging up this poster here wouldn't do anything for me. I'm afraid I can't do.
Oh, hell, I don't know.
The lights are broken and burnt out. I'm not.
I need some water.
Isn't it time for you to go back to your nest, rat?
That ignorant bastard is starting to get on my nerves. Yes, I do have to be going. By the way, how did the chase go? Were those cats too quick for you?
You'd better go. It's not in your best interest to get my partner any more agitated. Not tonight.
You shut your mouth, you rat, or I'll shut it for you! I won't warn you again! Those beasts are possessed, and I'm going to exterminate them, one by one, with my bare hands if I have to!
I'm sure that would make you the pride of the Force. Just one more thing. Try to stay away from the trash cans next time.
I've warned you, you filthy rat! You've worn out my patience! Ow! This'll teach you to treat me with a little more respect! I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face! Ouch! This is the only language you shitheads from the refugee camp understand! So, you're going to treat me with respect now, aren't you?
Come on, leave him alone. You'll kill him. He is a mole after all, and it's in our interest to keep him alive. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, you're safe for now, but I have a very good memory for faces. Another day, I'll finish what we started, rat. I swear it!
Flashlight. Okay. Now that I have the flashlight, going to... Can't get my photographer equipment yet, but... or photography equipment, whatever the hell you want to call it. I bet you get this flashlight and go in that dark room.
Let's see what this room actually is, with a little light. Alright, I'll flip the switch for the only circuit that's not blown. I think I hear the buzz of electricity coming from the surface. That's a proven fact.
I bet you it lights up the depot. Yep.
A few powerful spotlights light the contents of the depot. This place is glowing like a gold mine right now.
Alright. Let's go back. And we will use the flashlight down the manhole.
Okay, here goes. I'll turn on the flashlight before going down any further. Great. These tunnels are a real labyrinth, and I'm afraid that the map on the cleanup brigade's GPS only shows the city at street level. There's no reference to the sewers in the GPS. I'd better turn back before I get lost. This could be very dangerous.
Oh, damn it. I heard water.
It doesn't look like it's happening. I don't see any reason why I'd want to put this inside the...
Oh, that nasty water that the preacher man's sitting in.
Before I go down, I'll leave that in case the rope doesn't...
Heavy stuff. I don't know what heavy stuff we got left, but... Alright, now, bucket.
Okay, I'll use the bucket for what it was designed for, to be filled with water.
Alright, let's get out of here.
I'll get my stuff.
Alright, and then back into the city. Or the refugee camp. Go back towards the trailer. Douse the fire.
Here goes. Maybe we can still salvage something from the fire.
I'm guessing a baby doll. There we go.
Now that the fire is out, I don't intend to carry this rusty bucket around anymore. I'll get rid of it. Burned remains of clothes, books, and toys. That's all that's left now of the bonfire I'd lit. The great wave may be making me lose my mind, but I'm still not crazy enough to want to put a piece of burnt plastic in a crib.
Crap.
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything is mutating. And I haven't even moved. I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
sheet or something.
The electric cable that will probably only just hold it. Dented, dirty, and in pretty bad shape. A thick wall of scrap metal, debris, and rusty metal surrounds this place on all four sides. It's a good 20 feet high. I can't believe it manages to stay up. It would break Rose's heart to see me stealing.
I don't want to steal it.
I don't quite see how I can use this here.
Come on.
I'm not proud of what I'm about to do, but I need to find out that secret Rose is keeping from me. And if she wants her baby, I'll give her back her baby. I brought you your baby, Rose.
Did you bring me my baby? Did you bring him? Thank you so much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You kept your word. You brought me my baby. Now I need you to bring me a crib, like the one in the picture, Mr. Sleepyhead. And then I'll tell you the secret, the key that opens your chest of dreams. Thank you. Now I can rock my baby to sleep and sing to him.
Now I need you to tell me that secret you promised to reveal if I brought what you asked.
Yes, our secret. I have something that belongs to you, Mr.
Please, a key.
Sleepyhead.
A key to my apartment.
It's the key that opens your chest of dreams.
Key to
And
my
now,
apartment.
It's yours again.
But it's a real key. Where did you get it?
I found it in your jacket after Rod and his wife gave me your clothes. When I got to my room, the key fell on the floor and made a clinking sound. I had just seen you sleeping in their trailer, like a big bear. And then I figured it out. It was the key to the chest where you were keeping your dreams. Because you like to dream, don't you? Of course you do. That's why your name is Mr. Sleepyhead.
The key that opens my chest of dreams. Thank you very much for your help, Rose. Take good care of your son. I should be going now.
No, please. Don't go. Don't leave me here. Now that I found my baby, I have to get away from here. Far away. I have to get away from the haunted castle. If you leave, more men will come and hurt me, and they'll lock me up in the dark again. And I can't stand the dark. That's when those soldiers come back and take me with them. And now they'll want to hurt my baby, too.
The hunter was clear. I mustn't get mixed up in his affairs, or there'll be a hell to pay. I'm sorry, Rose. I can't do anything.
Mr. Sleepyhead, I can't stand it anymore. Don't let them touch me again. Please help me. You have to get me out of here. Like the knight in the stories. You're my knight, and I'm your princess.
Good God. This is unbearable. Victims and executioners. It sums things up. And what was I? What was my role before the Great Wave?
The
Damn
killer.
it. I can't just leave that poor girl to her fate. I have to do something to save her, even if I don't know what that is yet. I'll help you, Rose. I'll help you get out of here.
Thank you, Mr. Sleepyhead. Do you promise? Will you be my knight in shining armor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's get out of there.
Maybe it's the key to this door, but first I should look for a lock to use it on. An ordinary wooden door, one that's a whole lot less ostentatious than the neighbors. There's a piece of paper stuck to the door, and it looks like it has a handwritten message on it. Let's see what it says here.
Trying to get in touch with you for Quite the time. Where are you? We're starting to get very worried. Chris needs to see you urgently. Come see us at the newspaper office. We're living there now, Sarah.
Who could Sarah be? And this Chris, could he have something to do with the person I saw in my vision? It's all scratched. Looks like someone tried to pick this lock and didn't have time to finish the job. Maybe he was caught red-handed by a pig in uniform. Did one of my neighbors call them? Let's see if my intuition is correct. Yes, the key that opens my chest of dreams is a key that in fact belongs to Michael Argent, photographer. The key to my own apartment. It's the backdrop I used for the photography I did at home. It's hanging down from that wooden beam, held in place with screws. No, I'd only rip it if I tried to pull it down without first taking out the screws.
Alright, so at some point...
The outside of this closet is covered with photos cut out of magazines and newspapers. It looks disproportionately huge in this tiny apartment. It can't be. It's me. This photo. I remember it. I remember this photograph.
Please, Michael, help us. Only you can do it.
And this woman she's Emily. She's my wife. Now I remember her. The person who's been communicating with me all this time. Emily.
I love you, Michael.
And I now pronounce you.
Don't ever leave me.
I won't.
I have something to tell you, Michael.
Are you really? Oh, yes!
Things are not going well between us, Michael. You know that.
It's only a rough patch. You'll see. It's all your fault!
You have to get on top of this, Michael. It's destroying both of us. I'm afraid of you.
Shut up! Shut up! Everything will be different. Remember that vacation we took to the beach? When we were getting to know each other? Everything will go back to the way it was.
Promise me.
I promise. Oh, Emily, what does all this mean? Where are you? How can I find you? What are these messages you keep repeating in my head? I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. That's the only logical explanation for this. Oh, Emily. My poor Emily. Where are you? How can I find you?
Good question.
Alexander Tribune. That's the name of this newspaper. Now I understand. This file cabinet holds copies of newspapers and magazines my photos appeared in. It seems like as a photographer, I was very fond of my own work. Central Outrider. The title of this publication appears in the front page. First, I'll put the newspaper I took back in its place. As much as I might like my old photos, I have no intention of carrying around any more paper than necessary. Central Outrider. It's one of the many publications. Alexander Tribune. One of the many newspapers. It's the note I found on the door to... Who could say...
TNT.
Solstice Times. That's the name of this newspaper. Sandy Ridge Sentinel.
Nope.
Today Progress. One of the many newspapers.
Nope.
The New Truth. That's the name of this newspaper. First, I'll put the newspaper I took back in its place. As much as I might like my old photos, I have no intention of carrying around any more paper than necessary.
Bingo.
The New Truth. The newspaper for those who have woken up. It looks like a decent publication, even though it was produced on a shoestring budget. The address of the office is at the bottom of the first page, and the article on the front page is under the byline of one Chris Blunstone.
Bingo. Anything else in this apartment? Do you have a screwdriver?
What for? None of these titles means anything at all to me. It's like looking into a mirror and seeing a reflection you no longer recognize staring back at you. As dry and as empty as the contents of my memory. I see various liquor bottles scattered around the room. That explains the odor I find so unbearable. This must be the corner where I did my least complicated photographic jobs. Just a white backdrop, and these 2 shattered lamps to light the scene.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Of course. The letters TNT on the letterhead of Sarah and Chris's note stand for the newspaper, The New Truth. I'll enter the address of the newspaper office shown on the front page. The map indicates a place near the main avenue of the city. Will it still be standing? Let's go find out.
Whoa! All right. Jumped into Act 4.
Good God, Michael, is that you?
There's no question about it. That's the person I saw in my vision. The person mentioned in the note I found in my house. What was his name? Hello, Chris.
Come in, quickly. It's dangerous to be out on the streets at this hour. Michael, I'm so glad to see you again. After all that time without hearing from you, Sarah and I feared the worst. But tell me, why didn't you come sooner? Where have you been all this time?
From his enthusiastic welcome, it looks like this man and I were good friends in the past, before the entire world collapsed. But can I trust him? I don't know. Do I have any other choice? It's a long story, Chris. Very long.
I'm all ears, old friend.
And while I tell him everything I can remember, the few things in my memory since waking up in Rod's trailer, I see a mixture of tenderness and compassion on his face. Something I haven't seen in anyone else since waking up in this hellhole. I haven't the slightest doubt. I can trust this man.